Welcome back! It's time for the last Gauntlet of Greatness quarterfinal. We started with 16 decks, we played out a group stage, the top 2 decks from each group made it into this top 8. Now it is Tinker versus Necro for a spot in the semifinals against, we won't spoil it, let's just say a blue deck for now. Tinker versus Necro. I think these might be the 2 oldest decks in the field. They are, in fact, the 2 oldest decks in the field. 2000 and 1996. Here's the Necro deck. This is old school Necro. This is Pump Knights and Hymn to Torox and Hypnotic Spectre coming off hopefully a turn 1 Dark Ritual. Nevi's Disc can reset the board. You know, you've got some restricted cards to gain life. You've got Mishra's Factory. You've got 4 Strip Mines, which is probably the most unfair part of the deck. So it's trying to be cheap spells and then refill with Necropotence. The kill's not very quick. It's not like there's no combo finish here. There's just sort of raw value. And yeah, this is the way Necro worked during Necro Summer. This is the way Necro worked when I won a Pro Tour with it. So that will be fun. I cannot be talked out of playing that side. The Tinker deck is the more broken of the decks. This is what was left of Urza's Saga after all the combo cards got banned. So they banned Academy, they banned all the card drawing with Spiral and Windfall and whatnot. They banned Memory Jar, but there was still a bunch of fast mana running around, right? They had a Grim Monolith, Thran Dynamo as well. Metal Worker gives you a reason to want to put a whole bunch of artifacts in your deck. Key can obviously untap your mana generating artifacts to make more mana. And then Tinker lets you just go get whatever. I mean, it's really kind of a ramp deck, right? It's a ramp deck, but then Tinker is both a ramp spell and a tutor and super, super efficient. So Phyrexian Colossus, you can just hit them 3 times. Maybe you pay the life, maybe you untap it with Voltaic Key. This is a difficult to deal with creature. Mishra's Helix can mess with their lands. Crumbling Sanctuary turns your entire deck into a life total. So effectively, with Crumbling Sanctuary in play, you don't die at 20, you die at like 40-something or 50. Now you have to do that much damage to your opponent as well. It is a symmetrical effect, but it's a pretty powerful one. Oh, by the way, Masticore is usually the easiest. He's only 4 mana. He can gun down most of the creatures that were being played back in the day. And you know what? The opponent here has a bunch of 2/1 creatures, so Masticore could come into play. Phyrexian Processor is probably the signature card. Right? How much life do you want to pay? Pay 7 and start making 7/7s? Pay 10 and make 10/10s? In the finals of the World Championships, both John Finkel and Bob Maher actually paid 19 life apiece and smashed 19/19s into each other in the mirror match when this deck was played to win the world title. That has to be one of the craziest games of Magic I've ever seen, by the way. Yeah. Bob plays Crumbling Sanctuary, so like now the 1919s are hitting libraries. You know, they have to take multiple hits. John eventually wins because he uses Voltaic Key to untap his processor to make an extra 1919, and that's how he got ahead and came back to win the game. Just a crazy, crazy game. Anyway, Tankawara for random disruption. So lots of broken stuff going on with the Tinker deck. You can play the Tinker side, Shadow. I think this is our this is our last Urza's Saga block fueled deck as well. I did say at the beginning of the season, if an Urza's block fueled deck won for the 3rd consecutive historical standard Gauntlet of Greatness, we're just going to ban the entire block.
Poor Replenish.
Replenish got knocked out. It's down to Tinker. Like, we've been banning the decks. This is kind of what R&D did at the time, right? They worked their way through banning all the individual cards, and then eventually, finally, it just rotated out, and they were like, you know, let's go hire some pros. All right. Good luck to you, sir.
Good luck to you.
See you on the other side.
Yep, see you on the other side.
All right. So now I gotta go set up a match, don't I? Necro. Where's my Necro deck? Alright, I get a match hosted. And here we go. I don't know how this plays out, but I'm sure winning the die roll was good for us. Yikes. So this is just a mulligan. If I had a 2nd mana, I'd be tempted to keep it, but I have no console, I have no 2nd mana. I just have to mulligan. I I can't assume I'm going to draw land on turn 2 and turn 3. Blah. I probably have to keep this. Yeah, I'm going to keep it. Hit me. Ugh, Contagion? Contagion even good in this matchup? Like, it kills Metalworker and does basically nothing else? Shadow is complaining in chat that he kept the wrong deck. He has black bordered islands. He wanted to troll me with white bordered islands. I offered the reroll somehow after I'm mulliganing. He does not actually want the reroll. Yeah, I gotta bottom the Contagion. I have to draw better than that. I'm gonna sit on my ritual so that I can... Yeah, I mean the difference between turn 1 Pump Knight and turn 2 Pump Knight isn't good enough to be worth losing the ability to ritual out a Necro or like a hymn next turn in addition to my Pump Knight or whatever. I might actually play... Would I play Necro next turn instead of a Pump Knight? I might. Oh yeah, your islands look totally reasonable. Nothing trolly about that one. Funny. So if I ritual, I can throw the Pump Knight down this turn and get a clock started. I guess that's worth it. Yeah, I mean, I've got 4 mana. Sure. What do we get? We got Sappers and Scary and Tanglewire. Not the most exciting. I think Nevinyrral's Disc could be good for us. Huh, he didn't tap. What's he doing with his mana? He just doesn't have a stop set. Really wish I had something better to do with my mana, but I don't. Oh god, I misclicked. +1, not first strike. Whatever. Bizarre, there's a deer right outside my door. Hello? It's like staring in at me. Our house does back up toward toward like an actual green space in Bellevue. Crazy, look at this. Can I? How crazy is that? Bye. Alright. He just brainstormed and played a Sappers and Scary. And it's probably time for him to start porting, which... Yeah, I got nothing better. I mean, I will regret this if I top deck exactly Necropotence, but if I top deck exactly Necropotence, I'm happy enough that I don't mind. Interesting. What do I strip here? I think maybe I strip the Scary, like... Yeah, maybe that's one of Marshall's elks. Hilarious, chat. What is going on with his hand? He's brainstormed twice. It feels to me like... And he hasn't done any acceleration. I'm going to strip Sappers and Scary and hope that he's in a draw with like Thran Dynamos and Metalworkers, and hemming one, stripping the other can just mana screw him. That's my play. And he's got no third line drop. Sweet. GoG, Order of the Ebon hand. You can do it. Take 4. Oh, he found a monolith. Now what? Oh, this metal worker. We slowed him down. I don't know that we slowed him down enough. He finally got there. I'm going to drain life the metal worker. That's what I'm going to do. Oh, yeah. I'm going to drain life the hell out of that metal worker. Or, oh, he's got 5 cards in his hand? I mean, he tapped his monolith. So if I drain life the mentor... I mean, the metal worker. Sorry, mentor. Vintage cards on the brain. If I drain life the metal worker, then he doesn't have his acceleration. Yeah, that's totally the play. I mean, I'll give him the opportunity to block, but I'm sure he's not gonna. X is 2. Keep going, Order of the Eba in hand. You can do it. Interesting. So if he taps here, if I pump, I lose the ability to play Hypnotic Spectre. I think I want to play the Hypnotic Spectre. Oh, that's fine. Now I get to go him and Hypnotic. We got a Tinker and a Processor. And we have Lethal. 2, 4, 5, pump 1, pump. Second time. Got there. Alright, definitely want Nevi's Disc. I don't think I want Contagion, but what else does anything? Like, I can attack his land for 3 mana, which is kind of sketchy. I do like to kill Metalworker, so a couple Contagions isn't crazy. Because if I only have 1, then I can't consult for it. Maybe I cut 1 Drain Life since they're slow, and then I have 2 Contagions where if I just, have to kill like a turn 2 Metalworker, I can. I wonder if, does he have any sideboard tech I need to be thinking about? Oh, he's got these Rising Waters, which are annoying. He can annul a Necropotence, but I don't know that he wants to do that. Like... I mean, none of these cards are specifically relevant, except the disc is obviously great. I don't think Icequake is an upgrade on anything. Like, the odds of my Icequake being fast enough to disrupt him seem pretty slow. Yeah, I think I just do it like this. Yeah, I mean, the factory might be okay. I mean, it's basically just like, do I want to add another land to my deck for some reason? He's not a strip mine matchup. I don't think I want to... I mean, I like having Drain Life in my deck to potentially finish or kill a small creature. I mean, I can kill a Masticore in theory. So I don't think I want to go below 3 Drain Lives. I think having a couple Contagions is worth it. Oh, where's my black mana? Can't keep this. So almost good. I guess most draws with 6 spells are going to be almost good, right? It's a keeper. Strip's got to be good, right? He mulliganed to 5. Yeah, when your opponent mulligans to 5, I'm pretty sure you scry Strip Mine to the top. That's my theory. And he does nothing. Yeah, I'm just going to strip him. It's not exactly pretty magic, but this is what the deck does. So he declined to play a land. Does that mean I consult for Strip Mine? I mean, I can consult for Necro and then go turn 2 him, turn 3 Hippie, turn 4 Necro. Or I can just consult for Strip Mine right now. It can take me 10 turns to kill him, though. I think I consult for the Necro. Although I can do that on turn 4. I can actually hold it? God, consult for Strip is very tempting. But it doesn't really control for the top of his deck. I'm going to knock 2 of his 5 cards away next turn. I think I get my Necro. Also in pretty good shape in this game, right? So it's less risky to consult for Necro. So I have 23 cards left in my library. I was gonna draw Ritual. I lost 1 disc. I lost 3 rituals, 2 drain lives, all the rituals. There's a hymn. I still have all my strip mines. Wow, my odds of drawing strip mines are kind of high now, randomly. Let's just do it all. I would have lost the same number of cards going for the strip mine. That was the first strip mine down. They were back to back. Interesting. Metalworker and Tanglewire. Found my land. It's less than ideal. That gets into 3 mana. So he gets to a Monolith. What can he do with it? Nothing? He can build up for next turn. Alright. Pretty sure Hypnotic Spectre is better there. I have a land drop for next turn. I want to hit him with the Spectre. He's got 3 cards in his hand, so... Like, he can't quite Masticore and kill the Hippie. So if Masticore is his finish, me knocking cards out of his hand is actually a relevant thing. If it's Processor, that's bad. How many discs did I lose? Just 1? 2. Oh no, I lost 3 of my Nevinyrral's discs. So there's only 1 disc left in my deck. Okay, more fast mana. Tinker? Tinker. Crumbling Sanctuary is kind of hilarious. Look how much work I did for him. I don't think it's right. Yeah, I think getting Processor and pressuring my... I kind of have 20 life either way. I have 20 cards in my library and 20 life. What's he going to pay, though? That becomes the interesting question. He pays 10 life. So he's given himself the ability to make 10 10s. Interesting. He's got 1 card in his hand, so I'm going to get it with Hypnotic Spectre. So next turn he can make a 10-10, but it won't be able to attack yet. He's got no cards in his hand. Yeah, I mean, I'm going Necro. Definitely drawing, what, 5 cards? My card says I'm discarding the Necropotence. Maybe get 1 extra for now. How many drains do I have left? 1 drain. 2, 3. There's 1 drain life in my deck. There's 0 Dark Rituals in my deck. And at some level, I'm probably playing Pump Knights and chump blocking with them. Yeah, I may actually need to be able to take a hit once, so I'm just going to stop at 5. Okay. Next turn I can play 2 Pump Knights and a Mishra's Factory. Which lets me threaten to attack him pretty hard. Right, he draws a random card off the top. Now he has the ability to put a 10-10 into play. So, yeah, I mean, I hit him to 6. I play 2 Pump Knights and a Mishra's Factory, right? Sure. Oh, he drew another processor. Now what, draw 3? I should draw 3 or 4. I want to make sure that I don't die to some crazy like Masticore ping ping draw. So I'm going to stay above 10. So I just go to 11, right? I mean, I have nothing to do next turn. So, yeah, I'm going to 11. Get my money's worth. Funny, I forgot about Contagion. It's actually possible I wanted to go to 10 so that I could Contagion and take a hit, but I mean, I'm going to be Contagioning the minion, so I don't think that that's true. I mean, I think I've got him, right? I take 10. If he attacks, I just take it. And now he makes 1 10-10, and I attack him for 6. In fact, I think Contagioning it to take 4 less, I save 3 life. But, like, why would I block? If I block, then he can make a blocker and I don't kill him next turn. Or do I need... No, that doesn't even work. Sure, this just preserves a couple life points. If something that I can't think of happens, I'll have a couple life left to pay to draw cards, because I'm only taking 6 here, plus the 1 from the Contagion, so net 7. Right, but I don't block. Now, he can make a blocker, and I hit him for 6. He's got 1 card in his hand. Crumbling Sanctuary messes me up pretty bad. So if he's got Tinker or Sanctuary, we're in trouble. End step. Great. Well, I don't know what messes me up from here. I don't know what he can do at instant speed. Hit you for Xaxes? Yes! The skull! The skull! The power of the skull!
Oh, power of the strip mine.
Yes, that's always been the dirty little secret about the Necro deck. Is the best part is not, in fact, Necropotence. It's clearly Strip Mine.
Yeah, there's no counterspell for strip mine.
That card's kind
Other
of...
than,
they should stop printing that card.
Maybe I should have kept my initial hand. My initial hand basically was the same thing. It was 6 lands and a Phyrexian processor.
Yeah, you can't keep that.
I can't keep that. Then I mulliganed into no lands, and I mulliganed into one land with, like Grim Monolith and Metalworker. I was like, I'll be fine. Strip, him. Sadness.
Hey, that's what the deck does, man.
It is what the deck does. On the bright side, Urza's block isn't banned.
Fans of Replenish rejoice.
Right, 2 seasons from now, when it comes back in, since it got relegated for next season.
Right, true.
It has to survive Tinker not making it to the final, not winning again.
Funny.
Oh, that was just like, I saw most of your action cards get, thrown away when you consulted, and I'm like, maybe I can process her and try to
it was close.
race.
Like, if you have a Masticore at the end that can ping could just ping one Pump Knight, I'm destroyed.
Yep. Oh yeah, no, a Massacre there would be great.
Tinker for like Crumbling Sanctuary is kind of absurd.
I can't beat you, Crumbling Sanctuary. You don't draw cards.
Oh, funny. I never actually lose the game.
I sided it out. Like, it's no good.
That's funny. You're right. I never actually lose the game. I have no library. How does it...
Right.
If I can't remove a card, I don't lose?
No.
If damage would be dealt to a player, that player exiles that many cards from the top of his or her library instead. Oh, you're right. If I have Necro and you have Crumbling Sanctuary, I'm immortal.
I just removed it from my deck.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot about the fact that you never... I was thinking if I ran out of cards to pay to the Crumbling Sanctuary, like it was a cost or something, but
no,
it's not. I just forgot how the template works.
I mean, maybe I put it to play to give you confidence, and then you let me have everything, and then I tinker it away, and rawr. But that wasn't going to work.
That's funny. Good games.
Good. Those are painful. They were not fair matches.
That's true. I just kind of crushed 4 straight, didn't I?
Yeah.
Well, I enjoyed it. Sorry. I'm still Spike.
I understand.